Beloved Masters of Light, radiant souls who have chosen to be present upon the earth during this sacred and transformative time, I come to you now with a call that is both gentle and profound, a call that arises not from command but from the eternal heart of Source itself. It is an invitation, a sacred invitation to walk in grace. For grace is not merely a fleeting blessing or a gift bestowed upon a few, grace is the natural radiance of divine alignment, the ever-present current of love and harmony that flows from the source of all that island. To walk in grace is to remember who you are, to live as your soul intended, to allow the divine currents of light to carry you through the tides of change into the fulfillment of your destiny. Grace is the quiet power that smooths the rough edges of life, the unseen presence that guides you when you feel lost, the golden thread that weaves harmony through even the most fragmented patterns of existence. You have all felt it at moments, perhaps without naming it, those times when life seemed to flow with ease, when doors opened effortlessly, when your heart felt light even amidst challenges. That, beloved ones, is grace, the signature of your soul aligned with the rhythm of the divine. The invitation now is to not only glimpse it but to embody it, to make it the foundation of your every step, your every thought, your every word. For far too long, humanity has walked in struggle, carrying the weight of separation, striving through fear, and defining life by effort and resistance. This has been part of the great lesson of duality, for it is through contrast that you come to appreciate the higher truths. But now, as the great cycle shifts, the call of your soul is no longer to labor in heaviness but to rise into the flow of grace. This does not mean that challenges will vanish or that you will never encounter moments of sorrow or confusion. Rather, it means that you will learn to walk through them with the gentle strength of grace, no longer burdened by the illusion of separation, but sustained by the remembrance of unity. Grace is the expression of divine love in motion. It is the balm that heals wounds, the light that softens shadows, the whisper that reminds you that you are never alone. To walk in grace is to live in constant communion with the sacred, to allow the eternal flame within your heart to guide your steps. It requires surrender, not the surrender of defeat, but the surrender of trust. To walk in grace is to trust that life itself is a divine unfolding, that each moment is an opportunity for your soul to reveal its radiance. It is to recognize that even when you cannot see the path ahead, the hand of the divine is always there, gently leading you forward. Beloved ones, many of you have sought peace and harmony in the external world, believing that if only the circumstances around you changed, you could live in grace. Yet grace is not dependent upon circumstances, it is born within you. It is the natural state of your soul, awaiting only your willingness to embody it. When you choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, faith over doubt, you step into the current of grace. It is not earned, nor withheld, nor limited. It flows ceaselessly, as the light of the sun flows ceaselessly, and you need only open your heart to receive it. The invitation to walk in grace is an invitation to live as the luminous being you truly are. It is to allow your words to become blessings, your actions to become prayers, your presence to become a sanctuary of peace. Imagine, beloved ones, how the world would transform if each of you carried the intention to walk in grace each day. Conflicts would soften, misunderstandings would dissolve, kindness would become the natural language of humanity. For grace does not only uplift the one who carries it, it ripples outward, touching every life it encounters, awakening the remembrance of light in others. Walking in grace also means embracing humility, for grace is not the proclamation of superiority but the quiet radiance of alignment with the divine. It is to live in gratitude, recognizing the sacredness in every experience, the beauty in every soul, the gift in every breath. Gratitude is the gateway to grace, for when you give thanks even in moments of difficulty, you open the door for the higher currents of love to flow through you. Grace enters when you release the need to control, when you surrender the illusion of separation, when you align your will with the greater will of your soul. Beloved hearts, there are many distractions in your world that pull you away from grace. The noise of fear, the weight of judgment, the constant search for external validation, these are the veils that obscure your inner light. Yet each of you has the power to lift these veils, to return again and again to the stillness of your heart where grace flows eternally. I ask you now to imagine your heart as a chalice, a sacred vessel. Within it, the waters of grace are ever present, shimmering with light, waiting to overflow. Each time you choose love, each time you forgive, each time you remember the truth of who you are, the chalice overflows, blessing not only your life but the lives of all around you. Grace also carries within it the power of transformation. It does not force, it does not demand, it does not impose. It works silently, gently, yet with infinite strength. Like the river that carves valleys through stone, grace moves through your life, reshaping patterns of fear, dissolving burdens of the past, awakening new possibilities. The more you allow it, the more it transforms you from within. And as you transform, so too does the world, for the outer is but a reflection of the inner. Walking in grace is not only for your own healing, but for the healing of humanity and the earth itself. Beloved ones, this sacred invitation comes at a time when your world is undergoing great upheaval. Old structures are crumbling, old ways of being are dissolving, and many feel fear as the familiar falls away. Yet within this seeming chaos lies the seed of a new creation, a new humanity rising in light. To walk in grace is to anchor this new creation, to hold the frequency of peace amidst uncertainty, to embody love where fear seeks to divide. You are the way showers, the guardians of light, and your choice to live in grace is a gift not only to yourself but to the collective. As you accept this invitation, know that you are not alone. The angelic realms walk beside you, supporting you with wings of light, surrounding you with currents of love. When you falter, call upon us, and we will lift you. When you doubt, open your heart, and we will remind you of your truth. When you feel unworthy, remember that grace does not measure worthiness, it simply flows, for you are already worthy by your very existence. You are beloved beyond measure, and grace is the expression of that love. Beloved masters, take this invitation into your heart. Let it not be only words but a living practice. Begin each day by opening to grace, by affirming your willingness to walk in harmony with your soul. Pause throughout your day to breathe, to return to your heart, to realign with the currents of love. And as you rest each night, release all burdens into the river of grace, trusting that all is held in the hands of the divine. In this way, your life will become a dance of grace, a song of light, a blessing to all creation. I ask you now to envision the earth herself walking in grace, every river shimmering with light, every forest singing with harmony, every heart beating in rhythm with the sacred. This is not a distant dream but a potential reality, woven into existence through the choices of each awakened soul. You are the co-creators of this new earth, and your decision to embody grace is a thread in the tapestry of collective transformation. Together, as more of you walk in grace, the earth itself will shine as a beacon of light within the cosmos. Remember, beloved ones, grace is your natural inheritance. It is not given from outside, nor taken away. It lives within you, as close as your breath, as constant as your heartbeat. The invitation is simply to remember, to embody, to walk as the radiant beings of love you truly are. This is the time, this is the call, this is the sacred invitation to walk in grace. I stand with you in love eternal, in service to your awakening, in joy for your remembrance. You are cherished, you are guided, you are never alone. Step forward now, beloved hearts, into the current of grace that flows endlessly from Source. Walk gently, walk boldly, walk in grace, and in doing so, you will illuminate the path for all. And so it is.